Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Tarvai Subramanian once again on my YouTube channel, and I am going into part 2 of Vedas, Shastras, Puranas and Science. Part 1 has been already completed, and now on part 2 I will come with some examples which may interest many people as to is it really there, because we don't have time to go through into the details of this Vedas, Puranas and Shastras. So whatever I have assimilated, I am going to give it to you. Now it is said that water was the first one which was created in this universe by Vishnu. And this was done by Vishnu in order to have Brahma, the creator, through his navel on a lotus bed. This we all know the story. We all know the story. Now, coming to the whole thing, in the Vedas and Shastras, it has been said that water has been explained by them in a very simple way. It says, Eka Pranam Anya Dve. I am repeating, Eka Pranam Anya Dve. Now this is something even I did not understand when I really went through that first time. But then when I went into the details and consulted science, it was very clear that water is made as H2O. That means prana is oxygen, which is 1. Anya Dve is hydrogen, that is 2. So H2O makes water, and that is what is explained here. I was really shocked. I said, now I should go a little bit more deeper. So I started going through certain books here and there, and I came about to find out certain things which is very interesting. Now it says in Vedas and Shastras, it talks about the concept gravity. It talks about the celestial bodies. It talks about the relativity and atoms found in the Vedas. And it also talks about warfare, astronomy, anatomy, astrology, mathematics, cosmology, cosmogony, etc., etc. It is going so deep, I don't think I have the patience nor the knowledge to understand them. But I thought whatever I have understood, a little bit I will give it out here for your information. A little bit of interest from Rig Veda. It was saying that Rig Veda talks about the gravity phenomena. It also talks about the eclipses of the sun and the moon, and the effect of the moon's light on earth. Then when I went into the Yajurveda, it is full of those mantras which is related to energy and its properties. That shows that how do you conserve your energy and how do you use your energy. When I went into it, it was so deep a subject for me to understand. I said, I will not go too deep today. I will only give on the surface of it. The third one I went into was the Samaveda. Samaveda, we all understand that it is a Veda with a musical touch, and it is recited for Lord Shiva, and he is pleased when Samaveda is recited to him. But it contains the Upanishads, and it is exploring the philosophical and the spiritual aspects of life. Now, coming into the Atharva Veda. Atharva Veda is something which is not available to anybody today, because I am told it has been hidden somewhere by our great saints in the past, because it contains what they call healing processes. It is containing protection from diseases. It also contains natural remedies. These are all medicinal, but at the same time, it talks about warfare, it talks about warheads, it talks about myth, it talks about magical powers, it talks about what they call the Savinai and black magic, etc., etc. That is why many parts of this country practices Atharvana Veda to whatever extent they have been able to get. One predominant is Kerala. The second one is on the east coast, if you go in Orissa, in Bihar, in Bengal. Then if you go into the northeastern states, in most of the places, this sort of black magic is practiced in a large way. So you can now understand that how the Vedas have got those signs embedded in them. Other than that, it also talks about in Shastras about what they call the Dhanurveda. It talks about Ayurveda. It talks about Jyotisham. It talks about Vastu Shastram. It talks about Artha Shastram. It talks about the grammar in Sanskrit, we call the Vyakaranam. It talks about logic. It talks about yoga. It talks about astronomy, mathematics, physics, medicine, chemistry, and you name it, everything is there in our system. I think with this I will complete part 2 of this Veda, Shastras, Puranas and Science chapter, and I will go into part 3 at a later date. Thank you for listening. Please hear, share, but I sincerely request, please subscribe to my channel so that I will get wider publicity, because it is actually giving the knowledge to others. Thank you very much.